Hey, welcome to the Handyman Stan YouTube channel. I am Stan, and good morning. I'm getting my day started here, having my breakfast, and taking my morning meds, taking my blood pressure. Just how I normally get my day started. I had a appointment lined up for 8 a.m. this morning to build a bed for somebody, but I got a text message apparently around 4 a.m. I shut my phone off at night, so didn't get it till I woke up around 6, that they had a rough night with their kids and they want to put it off. So I'll fit it in my schedule here sometime later in the week. But today's a little bit of a different day for me because actually my client per se is actually my mother today. I try to take some time every week, a day or so at least. I try at least a day a week and go over mom's house and do various things. I've been pushing pretty hard lately and I haven't been over there much. I do things for her around the house. She's widowed, and I do gardening. But more importantly right now is I built that van in the series Handyman Stan Builds a Van a while back, and I kind of left a little bit of a mess out in the garage, and there's a lot of extra pieces on the side yard, and so I just need to get over there and get her house organized, probably mow the lawn. That looked pretty bad, and she always has a list for me, and so I will probably have to work on that list as well, and then we'll just see how the day goes from there. I also have my blood draw today, and so I'll fill you all in on all of that later. But for now, I'm gonna take my meds, gotta eat breakfast, and take my blood pressure and get the day going. So before I get my day started, I have to call in because I have to reschedule my COVID vaccine. I was supposed to get my second dose today, but because of the prednisone that they put me on because my liver function spiked, that messes with the COVID vaccine, and so they want me to push out my second dose within acceptable safe limits, but they wanted me to push it out. And so on the phone with them, I also need to feed the dog and take her for a walk before. We are all loaded up. I've got all kinds of stuff in the Jeep here, and some of this stuff's going back to mom's. Yeah, just got to get mom's house organized, and got my Kizzy back here. She's riding with me today, and so we're just headed off to mom's. I am here at mom's house, and I've got a mess here in the corner of the garage, so I gotta clean that up along with a few other things. After a lot of sorting, I've got everything back into the Jeep where I want it, into my work truck, and all this stuff needs to go somewhere else. Some of it's trash, some of it we've got a shed in back that also needs to be organized next, so that's one of the next things that's going to happen, is that. But now it's just a lot of moving stuff back and forth. I've moved here into my mom's shed. We had this built about a year ago, about that. The guy that built it, his team did a great job, but it was just 4 walls, and I think we did have them put in the counter. But since then, I've added cabinets and drawers and all kinds of other stuff hanging from the ceiling, and tool caddy over there. Anyhow, I've done a lot of work in here, but as you can see, I can barely stand in here. Things have come in, I've got projects halfway done, and future things that I'd like to do, and it's just not happening. And this was originally supposed to be my mom's she shed. Once it was built, then she was like, okay, you can put some tools in. Then it became a we shed, and now it's just a spot where everything is. So I need to get this organized so my mom can actually get back in here and get to some of the things in these cabinets behind here and actually make this usable space. Happy with the progress that I've made today. I am going to be back here tomorrow and going to do some more work tomorrow. I need to mow the lawn. It was too wet today to actually mow the lawn, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. It rained yesterday, which was interesting. So I haven't talked too much about this, but this is kind of the direction of the channel. Is I had a bleeding disorder called hemophilia. I still have it, actually. It's a genetic disorder. But I was in a clinical trial back in December that has remedied that issue with my liver. The part of the blood that I was missing, my body now makes because of this clinical trial. In very large quantities, it turns out. So my health has been improving greatly. However, because of all of the bleeding into my joints over 45 years, I got arthritis in all of my joints. And it's middle of April right now. Yes, middle of April right now. And we actually got a pretty good storm come through, and we haven't had one in weeks. And my joints hurt. I was disabled again. I really was. I was on the couch, couldn't move. I actually ended up having to go down to the bedroom and sleep it off. Finally, when all of the rain fronts had passed through, I was able to get up and do a little bit more on the day. But yeah, it was a surprise because I've been feeling amazing because of this trial the past few weeks and months, actually. And so it's what's allowing me to do the handyman work and be able to be as flexible as I am in my work, and now physically becoming a little bit more flexible. I'm starting to lose weight. I'm starting to, well, I've been eating healthier for years, but I'm definitely getting more exercise, and I'm able to do more things. And all right, so I'm back home, and it is time for my my first of twice a week blood draws, and so kind of thought I'd share this with you. My nurse is here off to the side, off camera. There's her hand. So basically, because of this clinical trial that I'm in for the hemophilia, they need to track how my blood is doing and how my liver's doing and my factor levels. So we track this twice a week. So we're doing it on Mondays and Thursdays at this point. Sometimes I have to go up to the hospital up in San Francisco where this is being run out of to take care of it, but fortunately a lot of the time they let me do it from home. For 45 years, well, not quite that, starting at age 7, I started treating myself, and so I would do an injection like this, and then I would inject the medication from there. Now, oops, there we go. Now we're doing a blood draw. So I kind of take some of the load off of her since I know my veins, and I do the blood draw portion of it, and then she does the vials here, and then over in the kitchen here we've got a centrifuge, and she spins them and then transfers the refined plasma and ships some of it via dry ice to some central lab for the sorry, Kizzy's excited, she's running around. Send some off to the central lab, and then some of it goes up to the local lab here in San Francisco. And I get my results from the local lab pretty much the next day, so I kind of know how well things are going. But this is kind of just part of my life right now. Fortunately, in a few weeks, we're going to be able to go down to once a week blood. We're at the centrifuge. This is spinning the blood right now and refining it, and then shortly we'll transfer it over. This runs a couple of times. Most of them get spun twice. Some of them don't get spun at all. Fortunately, my nurse knows exactly and has a great system on what needs to go when, and for how long and how fast and everything. But yeah, this we put, why not, on top of the wine cabinet, right? Where else would you put a centrifuge in your house? Good morning. It's now Tuesday morning, and I am getting my day ready. I got a call from the client that I was supposed to build a bed for yesterday morning, and she has asked if I can come over today and change out some light fixtures. And so I'm going to be doing some electrical work, I guess you'd say, change some or add some lights. I'm not exactly sure, but she's a great customer. She's referred me to quite a few other customers, so whatever she needs, I'm going to go take care of. The plan was to go directly to Mom's house today, but I'll get there. Fortunately, I know Mom for many, many years. But I'll get that taken care of at some point today. But I'm going to get these light fixtures taken care of today, and then the bed that she wanted me to make yesterday, I'll probably end up making a little later in the week or something like that. So time for breakfast, walk the dog, and get my day going. Time to get the day started here. Good. Always like it when the Jeep fires up, right? Yep. So, off to a client. And time to see what we've got there. Okay, so this customer has a couple light fixtures. Two of them are going up in the ceiling. One's pretty good distance up, maybe about 10 feet up in the air. And the other one is about 8 feet up. Standard ceiling height. And then two just go on the fence posts. They're little solar ones, so those are going to be quick installs as well. But since I'm going up on my ladder, I like to use my harness here. Not so much harness to save me from falling, but to carry my gear up with me. So I've got the lights done on the inside, and now we've got some lights that are going to go out here on the fence.
Okay, that one's done. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but got it done. That chandelier took me a bit of time. I know I really didn't film a whole lot of that, but so you didn't get to see too much of that. But yeah, the chandelier took me a bit of time to get done. The other ones weren't too bad, but a little bit of that adjusting customization for those pillars, those were kind of fun to be able to do that. I think they came out well. You know, with anything, could have been better, could have been worse. Overall, I'm happy with it, and it adds a nice sparkle to the house there, so I think that'll be good. So now it's off to probably pick up lunch because it's midday here, and also head to Mom's house. The only problem is kind of wrenched my back, and now my back hurts something smart. So we'll see how we get through the day here. But you know, any day without hemophilia is better than any day with hemophilia. So even though I have some back pain and it's bugging me a little bit, it's still nowhere near what it used to be, you know, and so I think I'm all right. Might just need a massage tonight. I'll figure that out. I'll ask my girlfriend. Maybe she'll help me out there and give me a good massage. But for now, I'm gonna push through. It's right at the bottom of the rib cage on either side. I called ahead. I'm gonna pick up lunch, and then I'm gonna stop by home because this back is getting me. Maybe lean back a little bit will help. We have a hypervolt, which is a massager. It was a gift from me and my mom to Erica, my girlfriend, for Christmas. And I called ahead, and I'm going to ask her to use it on my back before I head to Mom's house. Hopefully release whatever's happened back there, because it's like even hard to breathe. But like I said, any day without hemophilia is better than any day with. So I'm good. I'm happy I can make it through. It's just sore muscles. They come, they go, they happen. Way better than a bleed. It's now midday, finally on the way to Mom's house to get some stuff done there, but did get to use the hypervolt, and my back feels a lot better. It's not all better, but I'm able to breathe, and you know, as a good boyfriend, I you know, massaged her as well for a little bit too, so we're both feeling much better. So she may stop by and help out, she may not. Either way, I got work to do for Mom. I got Miss Kizzy back here in the back seat. She probably wants the window down. There we go. And I'm here at Mom's house, and today I'm going to be working on mowing the lawn, but also we've got this herb garden, and we want to move that a little closer to the back door and actually have grass grow there again. We've had it here for the past year, and it's kind of nice because it's out of the way and you can't really see it, but it's out of the way and it's hard to get to. break time for a moment. I just finished mowing the lawn here in the back, and you might have saw I got some sod. The next door neighbor put in some sod, had some extra rolls, so I'm going to dig out a little bit of the dirt there so it'll sit down a little bit, lay flush with the rest of the grass, and fill that back in with sod. And then mow the front yard. I was going to say the vacuum the front yard. Mow the front yard. So I'm walking around and I scratch my arm and I'm like, what the heck? What? Look at that. That. It stopped bleeding. It actually clotted. Look at that. That's different. So 6 months ago, had I had a scratch like that, I have no idea where that came from today. Had I had a scratch like that, I would have blood all down to my elbow and all up and down my arm, and yeah, it'd be all over the place. That looks weird to me. I know to many of you, you're like, Stan, it clotted. Ooh, wow. But with hemophilia, that kind of stuff doesn't happen. I'd have to spend some time and make sure I took factor, and yeah, it clotted. Okay, back to the next thing. The last thing I need to do today is, there's a light switch here that she has to come out and turn on and off. Sometimes I forget to turn it off, and it's out here in the shed, and we have the whole house wired with smart home tech, and so security systems, the whole thing. So I had an extra switch, so I'm swapping it out, and just gonna get this taken care of real quick and then call it a day. Well, that's it for a Handyman Stan video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked hanging out with me. If you did, give me a thumbs up. That does actually help people. Subscribing definitely does, so I can get this out a little bit more and show up in the YouTube algorithms. And so I hope you enjoyed your time with me and maybe learned a little something. But it was a good day. It's a good couple of days. Feels good to work hard. And I'm learning about my new normal. You know, my back still hurts a little. I didn't even clean up the blood. I'm still kind of proud of that. I know it's weird. I'm sure it's odd for you as somebody that's never had a bleeding condition. But yeah, it's been good. And I'm enjoying life, and I'm enjoying bringing you with me. So that's it for today. I will see you on the next one.